I'm joined today by artist Karen Y. Buster, a native of Baltimore. Karen Y. Buster was reared in a private artist colony, her childhood home. Karen's journey to the world of fine arts came via her t-shirt business called Bustertizing.
Correct.
Original Karen Y. Buster's art can be found in the private celebrity collections of Queen Latifah, Denzel Washington, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Tony Braxton, and Jada Pickett, among a host of others. Buster is also a Dillard University graduate in New Orleans and a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Welcome to the Morgan News Hour.
Thank you so much.
So, I've known you for a number of years. Can you tell me how you got into the art? How you got into art?
I've been creating my entire life, starting from childhood up. I really went full swing when I went to Dillard and I started doing my T-shirt business, which took it things to a whole nother level, where I actually constructed T-shirts in the attic of the dormitory and just turned the business onto its next level.
Uh huh. And what are some of the different genre of art that you create, or what is your specialty?
Well, I'm known for my black and white pieces. Back in the day, what I did was serigraphs. It was hand cut film. When
Hmm.
I'm working with all my pieces, I actually draw with an exacto knife. So
Hmm.
everything you see is I cut negatives by hand and print positives. So again, I've been known for over 4 decades now for my black and white pieces, um, and have reached just going from just the black and white pieces and working in print media to original pieces, working in stainless steel, wood, copper, doing mixed media original pieces versus just print pieces.
Hmm. And so, you talk about dreaming in black and white. Tell me about that.
Well, actually, I dreamt in color for the first time. I see everything in black and white.
Uh
I take the color out of it when I'm just every day looking at things. I don't see color from that aspect.
huh.
Um, but I had a dream. I was in New Orleans at a jazz club, and all I could see was neckties flying and fingers moving. So I did this line called my New Orleans necktie series, and it's
Hmm.
full of color. And that was the first time I actually saw color in a dream, and that's how those came into fruition.
Hmm. And so, tell me how you went from t-shirts to your print pieces. How was that transition? Because you said you were building them or making the t-shirts in your dorm. So how did that transition go?
My best friend, Larry Poncho Brown, we were on a road trip to Atlanta to a show, and he's like, Karen, I love your shirts, and your shirts are doing well, and I love the work. He said, but people need to know who you are, and
Right.
hence Buster Tyson kind of just laid itself down, and the art of Karen while Buster came into was birth, which allowed people to know who was behind the work with using my name. So then I got more into the fine art of showing my work, exhibition shows, gallery shows, that kind of thing. So then, just kind of hanging out now and traveling with the artist market, it took me to another level.
Mhm. So during the pandemic, everyone struggled. How you changed your business model slightly because you couldn't go to shows and things like that. You were doing Facebook Lives.
Hmm.
How did that go?
It went well. That too was introduced to me by my friend Ponch. And when you think about it, you think about back in the past, you had Vanna White and the Home Shopping Network and that kind of thing. So we were like, let's bring it in the house. And based on his concept, I already had a Facebook, so I started doing my Facebook lives, and I would just
Mhm.
show pieces 1 through 30, 40 of them. Have my reach out to my clients and give them an opportunity to bid on pieces at a reasonable and discounted price, and it just would grow. Do view parties, have them send the view parties to their friends, and it just kind of kicked off and did it through the entire pandemic
Mhm.
era. And still,
Do you still do them?
yes.
So how can people get a hold of you?
You can reach me via my website, KarenYBuster.com. You can reach me via my email address, BUSTERTIZIN @gmail, and via Facebook, Karen Y. Buster. So there are a host of different ways to get a hold of me.
So you have some pieces behind you, the Prince piece. I actually have your Obama piece in my house. Tell me about some of the creations that you have.
Well, just something quick, again, with the medium that I use and my style, this is kind of like what I was saying in terms I work into, this is just a piece of film to give you a general idea. So when I say I cut everything by hand, stencils, that's what happens. You can take those stencils and recreate things like, these are new for me, which are my art garden pieces. These are made of steel, and they're set up so they can go, let me show you, directly into the ground. Again, stainless steel. So once you have the concept, you can kind of run with it. And of course, I got to reach my homies. All right. So you take it from there. Art is something that can go anywhere. I say bring it in the house. It can be functional. It can be pieces on the wall. These are actually back in the day they called them lazy Susans or turnabouts,
Right.
where you can have art on a turnabout sitting on the table. Put your whatever you want to put on it, and it becomes decorative and functional. Again, working with another tool, which I'm a one tool wonder. But this is just working in copper, and with working in copper, the pieces are raised, and it takes it to another level with the fine art. Since that point in time, I've had a catalog, exhibition catalog done, where there's several of my images that are in it, which Poncho created for me. So again, you can go all kinds of ways. I was fortunate to have two of my pieces in Eddie Murphy's movie Coming to America. So you just never know, where your work is going to go and who's going to see it. But the idea is to continue to keep yourself visible.
Right. All right. Is there anything else you want to add about your business and about? Are you going out? Are you back to going out to shows now?
No, I haven't started going back out. And some of the things are opening up, but I have not stepped out to exhibiting or vending in with multiples of people. Not sure when I'm actually going to do it.
Right.
It's kind of up in the air. Just trying to pay attention to where we are with the pandemic and remain safe. So right now, home is safe, and this is kind of
That's true.
I have stayed.
Right. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Karen Y. Buster, for joining us today on the Morgan News Hour. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be back.